To go live any moment now. All right, we should be live. Are we live? Yes, looks like we are live, guys. Welcome to Utechpia. So today we're taking a look at an awesome deal right here. Let me close out some of these windows, make sure the sound is good. Yes, sound looks good. All right, let's start rolling. So welcome to Utechpia. Today we're taking a look at this laptop deal. It's a really good one for $599. That's the price right here, $599. You get a full-blown laptop with a 14-inch touchscreen that can convert to this tent mode or can convert to like a laptop mode. So in this tent mode, you can use it like a tent or you can use it as a full-blown tablet as well. They didn't convert it here to the tablet form. Wait, can it convert to a tablet? I'll have to check on, it should be, yeah. Let's see, yeah, right here, tablet mode. I just want to make sure. Okay, so this laptop is a fantastic laptop, $599. Let me make myself smaller so you can see the laptop. And it has pretty much everything you need, especially right now in this pandemic situation where everyone is staying at home and families that used to share laptops with other family members realize, well, everyone to stay sane needs their own portable media consumption device, whether you're using it for work, whether you're using it for creative outlet, or whether you're using it for entertainment. Everyone should have a laptop to really benefit from staying indoors, cooped up with this shelter in place. So I was looking for a laptop, something that's affordable, not something that's crazy expensive. I mean, if you want something crazy expensive, you can see down below the links. If you want like a Mac Pro, a fully loaded Mac Pro like this, $2,500. This thing can do everything from video editing to software development, anything. This is faster than my computers that I have. And frankly, I don't even need something this fast. Now, you can slow it down to like an i7 for $2,000. You can get an i7 with a 512 gigabyte hard drive, really good too. Or for $1,200, you can get a 13-inch Mac Pro that does fantastic productivity and creative work and anything. It's a really good laptop, 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now if you want something cheaper than that, you can even get the 13-inch MacBook Air, which is lightweight. I wouldn't recommend this for any video editing, just something simple, something portable to do word processing, web browsing type of content. Now, this one actually falls in line between the MacBook Air and the Mac Pro, but it's a PC, which is also why it's much cheaper. In other words, it's a Windows machine, not a Mac OS. So what it has is a 14-inch touch display. Now this is one thing that Apple computers don't have. They don't have a touch display. Touch display is nice because you can actually either use your finger to touch and change things, zoom in and out, and it's quite underrated because it's really nice. You've all used iPads or tablets and you know how great it is, but Apple do not put the touch features on their laptop for whatever reason. I don't know why. PCs have been doing it for a long time and it's worked great. In fact, Windows 10 is really optimized to use touch display, and laptops that don't have touch display, I feel it's a waste. Now, laptops that have touch display isn't very well utilized either because it's kind of messy. You actually have to reach over in front of the keyboard and use a touch display. Whereas this, when you fold it into this tent mode, it's perfect for the touch display because it's kind of wedged up and you can use the touch display whether you use it with the included digital pen here to write notes, make notes, draw, do whatever you want, or you can use the touch screen to just control whatever you want with touch. And of course, you can fold it into a tablet mode like this. And then now you can put it on your lap and watch content and use it as a tablet. So that makes it work really great. You have so much functionality with this device, and it's not a slow device too. It has the Ryzen 5 4500U, which is not the super fast CPU, but it's good enough. It's actually good enough so you can do some decent lightweight gaming on this machine. I'm quite impressed. And it comes with 16 gigabyte of DDR4 RAM. Now that RAM is soldered onto the motherboard, so you can't change it. But again, at the same time, 16 gigabyte is plenty for this type of machine. It's not a super workstation where you don't need 32 gigabyte or 64 gig of RAM, but 16 gig is quite good. And it has a decent size of storage, 256 gigabyte, and it's SSD storage. So it's fast solid state storage. It's not the slow mechanical hard drive that you're used to. Of course, it's got the AMD Radeon graphics, so you have accelerated graphics as well. And this is part of the AMD chipset, so it's enhanced graphics. It's not the typical weaker graphics. It's a decent graphics chip. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but you can do some light gaming on this machine. So what is this machine good for? It's good for anyone that's using it for word processing, web browsing, some decent amount of Photoshop, a little bit of video editing, and a little bit of gaming. So light on the heavy productivity stuff, but perfect laptop for everything else, especially media consumption, which I'm surprised a lot of people are doing these days, especially during the weekends or after work when there's nothing to do because you're all locked up in your home. Media consumption is great, and for a device like this that can have these different modes, like a tent mode like this, normal laptop mode, the screen hinges up all the way, it can be in the tent mode, it can be inverted like this. This is like an inverted tent mode where you flip it up. This is not a good picture of it, but this is kind of nice too because it's not a tent mode where you have the keyboard in the back. It's kind of like propped up where the keyboard is actually face down to the ground, and when it does that, it disables the keyboard, so it works really well. Now this price is not like on sale because this is a normal price, but why is this a good deal? It's because this price is really good and they usually sell out really fast. In fact, every time Amazon has these Lenovo Flex deals, it's a deal, but it's not discounted because that's actually a good price as it is, $599. So every time they come in stock, they get sold right away, and I think this one was sold out yesterday and it just came back today. And this was recently added too, that's why there's only 99 reviews. There are caveats to this laptop. Some people say that the display isn't very bright, which is kind of an unfortunate situation because you would want a very bright display, but a lot of people are okay with it, so that's up to you. If you use a MacBook or a MacBook Pro before and you turn up the brightness all the way up, then you will notice that this is a little bit of a dimmer display, so it's better used when you're indoor like right now because we can't go outside anyway. So if you are using this laptop outside, like at an outdoor coffee shop or at the park or just somewhere outside where there's sun, then it's going to be dim. The display will be dim. Now, if you have an external monitor, then that changes everything. But a laptop, you're not going to be outside using external monitor. So that is one downside of this laptop, is that it has a dim display. Now, very few people also notice some flickering on the display, and it happens to, I've only read that a few people notice this, and unfortunately, if you're one of those few people, you'll probably have to return the laptop because this laptop uses a PWM, pulse width modulations, in order to provide the signals for the display. And because of that, some people, just the way their brain is wired up, they will notice some flickering. And if that's the small percent of people happens to be you, I'm sorry, this laptop might not work out well for you. But for the majority of people, they will not notice the flickering. They will only notice the slightly darker, dimmer display. And you'll get used to it, but if you're outside, you won't be able to see very well. That's a fact. So keep that in mind, and that's also why this price is so cheap for a very capable laptop. The other limitation is the build quality. It's not the same build quality as you see in any of the Apple MacBooks because those are premium laptops. This one is on the okay end. It's not a cheap laptop. It feels very sturdy, but it's not made of aluminum. So that's the only downside, the only other downside. One being the screen isn't very bright, and the second is the build quality isn't very good. But for $600, under $600, it's a great deal. Hey, we got a message from the stream. Yes, what's up? Welcome back to the live stream. Today we're talking about a laptop. I know you play Fortnite. This laptop can actually run Fortnite, although it's probably going to give you maybe 40 frames per second with like medium resolution, so it won't be great. But this is a $600 laptop, so thanks for checking out the stream. Just want to talk about a laptop that somebody can pick up for about $600. It's very affordable. It does a lot. It's got the AMD Ryzen 5 processor. It's a 2-in-1, so it's got a touchscreen, which is great because you can also use it in tent mode like this, or you can use it as a tablet mode like this down here. tablet mode like this as well, and then you got the pen. So this laptop can do a lot. It's got 0 to 360 in a flash. You can flip the hinge all around. It's got USB-C charging, and in fact, it includes a USB-C charger as well. So that alone is also a perk, because if you have other USB devices, for example, a Samsung phone or another laptop that uses USB-C charger, you can use the same charger, and now you have an extra charger as well. Yeah, exactly. It is amazing, right? It's a great deal for a fantastic laptop. It's not the best laptop. Now, I talked about two downside. Number one is the screen is not very bright. So it's okay if you're cooped up inside, like we all are with this health pandemic, right? We're all stuck inside. Indoors is okay. You'll just have to adjust to slightly dimmer screen, because some people use the screen really bright and that's not healthy for your eye anyway. But indoor, the screen should be bright enough. Now, where it actually isn't good is when you're actually outdoor. When you're outdoor, the display just isn't bright enough. So just keep that in mind. This laptop can be used to travel and work wherever you are, but if you are using it for outdoors, just keep in mind that the display is simply going to be too dim for that. So that's the two downside of this. Yeah, lots of thumb down, because that is downside. Boo, right? But for the price, you're getting a very capable machine. Let's take a look at the specs here. Let's zoom in a little bit on the text here. So you got thin and light and stylish. This 2-in-1 laptop weighs just 3.64 pounds and it's only 0.82 inches thick, so that's very thin. It's soft and comfortable to the touch with a durable paint that creates a better user experience, digital pen included. So the surface is actually kind of like a little bit of a soft finish, which I'm pretty impressed. I kind of like. Yes, another thumbs down. We got 8 thumbs down. It is not the best laptop. I agree, it's not the best, but for $600, you're getting quite a lot. Yes, 9 thumbs down. I understand it's not the best laptop, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good laptop. You also get a digital pen. Like, which laptops out there will give you a digital pen? None of the MacBooks have a digital pen. You can't pay money to get a digital pen. If you want a digital pen on the Mac line, you actually have to go to like an iPad Pro and then use it as a computer, which is really not what it's designed for. This one, it's a 2-in-1 lightweight tablet and laptop and touchscreen, and includes a digital pen. It's a lot. Yes, 12 thumbs down. We're at a record low right now with the numbers of thumbs down. And yes, this is not the best laptop, but for $599.99, under $600, shipped to your door from Amazon, you're getting a very powerful, very capable machine. Yes, I see the 13 thumbs down, but don't worry. $599.99, you can't get a better laptop. Seriously, especially if you are using this for a second laptop for traveling or to give it to your kids. Oh, that's great too, because your kids are probably going to watch YouTube or Netflix, or they want to just use it for drawing, or they want to do light word processing. This is perfect. I wish I had a laptop like this when I was growing up, because this is like a super luxury machine for a kid, right? We're quite spoiled when we have like the MacBook Pros, especially something like this where you're paying $2,500, or something like this where you're paying $2,200, or even $1,200, or even $900 for a MacBook Air. This is more powerful than the MacBook Air, not quite as powerful as the MacBook Pro 13, but it's only $600. Wow, we're at a record 16 thumbs down. Man, if we keep going, and we're at 17, I'm gonna keep going until we get to 100 thumbs down. Don't worry, those thumbs down won't stop me from telling you guys how great this laptop is. Right? You can get it shipped from Amazon for $599.99. It's powered by the AMD Ryzen 5 chip. Got the 4500U mobile processor with the Radeon graphics. You have the performance to do more from anywhere. With more cores, you'll gain responsiveness that leaps into action for productivity, gaming, and content creation. Also, you got a really nice display too. Woo! We're at 21 thumbs down. Keep it going, guys. This is great. We're gonna go until we hit 100 thumbs down. If we get to 100 thumbs down, I'm just gonna shut down the stream, because that means nobody wants to hear about this laptop anymore. But as long as there's people watching, it's worth it for me to keep talking about it, because for $600, under $600, $599.99, no matter how many thumbs down we get for this video, that's still quite a good price for a very capable laptop. Now let's talk about the touchscreen. It's got a 10-point 14-inch full high def, which is the 1920 by 1080p, so it's HD definition. It's got the ISP touchscreen. So ISP is in-plane switching, which means from different angles, you can see the screen and it won't be dark because you're at a different angle. So it's got really good screen technology. So it allows the Lenovo Flex 5 14-inch 2-in-1 laptop to be comfortable, fun, and easy to use. It's also great to look at with 4-inch narrow bezels. So very relatively narrow bezel for 4 side narrow bezels. Yeah, 4 inches, like that big. You don't want a bezel that big. So this bezel is probably like, my guess is like a little bit less than half an inch. So very thin bezel. Very nice bezels all around. Very modern looking. We're at 24 thumbs down. We're about quarter to our goal of 100 thumbs down. Keep them coming, guys. Or rather, keep them coming, guys. Alright, so another cool feature about this is a 360-degree hinge that lets you turn this 2-in-1 laptop into whatever mode works best for you. Just think, okay, so a laptop has the laptop and it can open up. Well, normal laptop can open up that much, and well, that's a laptop. This one can keep on going to this much, and it can go this much, and it can go all the way flat. So it can change it to different modes. Basically, use it in the laptop for everyday computing mode. Use it as laptop mode for everyday computing. Then you can use it in tent mode for sharing things. You can use the stand mode for binge watching, or you can use the tablet mode for more intuitive interaction, like when you're drawing stuff or using the pen to take notes. I think the tablet mode makes the value really bring out of this laptop, because with the MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, any of the MacBooks, you can't use it as a tablet mode. So hands down, this is way ahead of that. And don't forget that Windows 10 is actually designed for tablets. So the tablet mode works really well. The OS is actually designed to be a tablet as well. Very well done. Oh yes. This cheap laptop for $599.99 not only has good amount of power for everyday use, for productivity, gaming, and content creation, it's got up to a 10-hour battery life. Plus, there's a quick charge that goes from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour. That's crazy. 10-hour battery life and a quick charge to up to 80% in just 1 hour. I mean, that's pretty respectable battery life. And of course, we all know manufacturers like to make these claims about battery life, but they don't really live up to it. Well, that's true in some cases. Like if you're using the laptop for video editing, streaming games, doing resource intensive stuff, doing live streams, whatnot. But if you're using it for, like, on average, some word processing, some web browsing, some video watching, a little bit of gaming, it should last 10 hours on battery life. And this is proven by some of the reviews we've read, or some of the reviews I've read, that people have been using it and they say it really lives up to the 10-hour battery life. Maybe not to full 10 hours, but pretty darn good. And the fact that you can charge from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour, that's impressive. Nice, we're at 25 thumbs down. I think those guys just switched to a new account and now they have a new account to thumbs down. So keep it coming, guys. I'm not gonna stop the stream until we get to 100 thumbs down. So don't worry, for the price of $599.99, this is still a good laptop, even though you think thumbs down because it's not the best laptop there is. 26 thumbs down. Dang, you guys are hurting me. But I'm not stopping until 100. So check this out. This is the IdealPad Flex 5 14-inch. It's real flexibility, real freedom. You notice she's also in a cafe? Well, that's good because you will never see her using this outside on a sunny day, because again, to be fully transparent, one of the disadvantages for the thumbs down, I see 27 thumbs down now, 28 thumbs down. Yes, thumbs down because basically, yes, this would be a thumbs down if she tried to use this laptop outside, because the screen is pretty dim. And with a dim screen, you can't use it very well outside. But right now, everyone's indoor. You're in a cafe, you're in your home. You probably can't even leave your home because we're all like in this stay-at-home, semi-lockdown mode still. perfect for indoor use. And for $599.99, yes, 29 thumbs down. Hey, that rhymes. $599.99. We got 29 thumbs down on this Flex 5 14-inch laptop, which is pretty good. For the price, it's amazing. So the ideal Flex 5 gives you more creative choice by blending performance, creativity, entertainment, and affordability with a sleek design and feel. Now, let's talk about the processor. It's proudly powered by AMD Ryzen 5 4500U mobile processor with Radeon graphics. The IdealPad Flex 5 14 offers you excellent all-around performance, graphics, and more productivity in a flexible device built to be whatever you need it to be. 32 thumbs down. We're almost 1/3 of the way to 100. To get to 100, we need, what is that, 68 more thumbs down. I don't think you guys are gonna get to that. No way. So this is the laptop intent mode, right? And here are the specs again. It's got the Ryzen 5 4500U. It's got 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and it's not upgradable, unfortunately, because the RAM is built in and soldered on, but 16GB is solid. I've seen laptops similar to this go for 8GB of RAM, and you'll probably have to upgrade anyway, and even if you upgrade to on those smaller laptops, you probably can't go to past 16GB. So it's nice that it comes to 16GB. It sucks that it's soldered on, but you're probably not going to upgrade more than 16GB anyway for this type of laptop. And you got 256GB SSD, so fast solid state drive, good amount of space for all you need. I mean, if you compare these specs to, like, for example, the Macbook Air for $900, you also get a 256GB SSD, right? And you only get 8GB of memory, and you get an i3 processor, which is like the third level of processor, versus on this laptop you got a Ryzen 5, which is the equivalent like an i5 processor. So quite a bit more spec for the price, and performance is quite a bit better than the MacBook Air. It's not quite as powerful as the MacBook Pro 13-inch, but you're right in between. And for the value, $599.99, phenomenal value. You get 10 hours battery life, and don't forget, if you're out of battery, it takes just 1 hour to get back up to 80% of charge. That's pretty quick. 37 thumbs down. Jeez, we might hit 100 thumbs down before an hour. That'll be scary. Right now we're at a record of thumbs down in this video. Yes, I agree that this is not the best laptop, and that's why all the thumbs down. But for the price, guys, $599.99. That's an incredible deal for what you get. Did I even forget to include, you get the Lenovo Active Pen included with this laptop in the box. You have a stylus you can use to draw and take notes and write and interact with the laptop. So the stylus is good because it's a small tip. So if you want to touch something that's small, or you want to, like, for example, highlight some text, it's probably easier to highlight the text with the stylus versus using your index finger, because your index finger is a little bit bigger than that. 40 thumbs down. Yes, agree that this is not the best laptop. Yes, I understand the thumbs down, but for the price, guys, for the price, $599.99 shipped from Amazon. That's a great deal for what this can deliver. It's great for content creation, entertainment, productivity work. It's not the fastest, it's not the best build quality, the screen is not the brightest, and some people have problems with flickering, but guys, $599.99, does it really deserve the 41 thumbs down we see right now? I don't think so. Let's keep going, because this is a great laptop. Now, you want to reduce the clutter. When you have a laptop open, you notice that you got the keyboard there, and if you're using the touch screen or the stylus, you don't want this keyboard in your way, right? So that way you can flip it up into this mode right here. So this mode is like your laptop kind of flipped up like this, and the keyboard is facing the ground. So I don't know if you can see it here, but here's a better picture of it. Just imagine that the keyboard is actually touching the surface of your desk. So now nothing is in the way. You got the screen right close up front in your face, and you can use the touchscreen or the digital pen to work with it. So reduce the clutter. Also, you got narrow bezels too. Oh man, the narrow bezels. This is like a premium quality of a laptop that you haven't, that typical laptops don't have just a few years ago. Like, to get this thin bezels, you would have to be paying like $2,000. I can't believe you have this super thin bezels on a laptop that costs $599.99 shipped from Amazon. 45 thumbs down? Are you guys kidding? This video's got 45 thumbs down for a laptop that does this much and only costs $599.99 shipped from Amazon? Guys, that's under $600. And this laptop can do so much. It's got the touchscreen, it's got the tent mode, it's got the tablet mode, it's got a digital pen included, it's got 16 gigabyte of RAM, it's got 256 gigabyte solid state drive. It does so much. 46 thumbs down. You guys are critics, man. You guys are critics. This is a fantastic laptop for that price. Yes, it doesn't beat a super high performance like Dell XPS, but if you're comparing it to like a MacBook Air, it doesn't stand close to a MacBook Air. I mean, okay, look at the MacBook Air. This is the latest and greatest MacBook Air. Normal price is $1,000. It's on sale for $900, right? But the MacBook Air, you're getting the same 256 gigabyte solid state drive. Okay, so that's fair. Now, you're getting half the amount of RAM. You're getting one level lower processor. This is the i3 equivalent to the Ryzen 3. Whereas in the laptop, the Lenovo Flex 5, you're getting the Ryzen 5, which is equivalent to the i5. So one level bump up in the processor, twice the amount of RAM, and you got a bigger screen, and the screen is touchscreen, and you can flip the screen in any way you want, to use it as a tent, to use it as a tablet, or to use it as a normal laptop. And you get a digital pen included. There's so much you can get with the Lenovo Flex 5 that it just blows my mind that we have 46 thumbs down right now for a laptop that does this much, that costs only $599.99 shipped from Amazon. Guys, if you don't like this, you can return it to Amazon within I think 30 days, and Amazon will refund you your money. So give it a try. See how good it is. This laptop is quite the performer for something that's low cost and lightweight and does so much. In fact, this thing does more than all of my laptops. I have a few MacBook Pros, and I have a Dell Latitude, which one I have? A Dell Workstation. Which one do I have? I have a Super Dell 5540. I forgot which one it is. Yeah, I got the Dell Precision 5540 workstation, and that one doesn't even have the tablet mode. It doesn't even come with a digital pen. It doesn't even have the tent mode. We're at 47 thumbs down. Do you guys realize, people, you guys that are thumbing down the video, do you realize this is a $599.99 laptop? This is under $600. You're getting a Ryzen 5, 16 gigabyte of DDR RAM, 256 gigabyte SSD, compact form factor, thin bezel, can be a laptop, can be a tent, can be a tablet. You got a digital pen included. It's got Windows 10 designed for touch sensitivity. You can use your touch screen to use your fingers to control everything. And for under $600, I don't know why there's 47 thumbs down. It's quite the laptop. Now, privacy at your fingertip. I don't know what this is, but I just realized this is something interesting. So let's read this part. So this part is talking about privacy at your fingertip. Today's world is not a simple place, but that doesn't mean we can't build a simple solution to a complex problem. The physical shutter on the webcam enables you to keep out unwanted attention when you're concerned about privacy. Oh, that's nice. There's actually a physical shutter. So you know when someone is potentially seeing you, when your webcam is on, the shutter will open. I really like that because you have peace of mind to know that someone is not hacking onto your laptop and enabling the webcam so they see what you're doing, using it to spy on you. That's really cool that you can actually see the physical shutter close down the webcam when it's not being used. That's really cool. I like that. And That's not a function I have in my laptops. Even in my MacBook Pros, I don't even think that's a function in my Dell Precision, which is like a $4,000 laptop. None of that. But this on a laptop that costs less than $600, guys, that is quite a feature. Now, create till your heart content. I like that. So this isn't your typical laptop. It's a fashion statement. Woo, I like that, because if you use this at a coffee shop, it sets you apart from people that are spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a laptop. They can't do this. They can't put their laptop into tint mode and use it like an art weasel bar, is that weasel? Art, like an artboard, right? Like just to draw on it. This is classy. This is a fashion statement, guys. You can't do this with any other laptop. Well, unless it's another Flex or one of these two-in-one convertible laptops. But there's a very few of them. And for under $600, you can get this. This will set you apart from all the laptops that even cost 4, 5, 6 times more. And you get this for $600. And it's a great laptop. So check this out. This isn't your typical laptop. It's a fashion statement. The IdealPad Flex 5 is built with a new level of attention to detail, making this machine soft and comfortable to the touch with a durable paint that creates a better user experience. Active Pen is included. So in this tint mode, you got the active pen, plus the touch and feel of the paint is very comfortable to touch, so it creates a great user experience too. Now this is probably my favorite part of the laptop. You can go from 0 degree to 360 degrees in a flash, and they're talking about the display hinge going from, like, you take this is the lid, you open the laptop to normal laptop, you can go this way, you can go this way, you can go all the way and fold it flat on itself to become a perfect tablet. So the IdealPad, I can't even speak anymore because I'm so excited and rambling too much. The IdealPad Flex 5 is designed for you to keep your ideas flowing anywhere, anytime, with the ability to multi-mode your laptop and use it in laptop mode for everyday computing, tent mode for sharing things, stand mode for binge watching, or tablet mode for more intuitive interaction. That's true because, like, I know I have my iPad, it's great as a tablet, but sometimes when I'm binge watching stuff, I want to put it into the stand mode, right? Where the keyboard is flat on its side and it just stands up like this. So now it's comfortable and I can sit not having to worry about holding a laptop because it's comfortable. At the same time, I don't want it to be in laptop mode because laptop mode means I'm separated from the screen by this keyboard I don't need. So tent mode, or either tent mode or stand mode is great for binge watching. I like that. So now we're talking about the AMD Ryzen chip that powers this bad boy, right? This is the Lenovo Flex 5 2-in-1 laptop powered by AMD Ryzen 4000 series mobile processor. Brings you the performance to do more. Open apps in a flash. Power through heavy tasks and run multiple demanding apps with the performance of the world's most advanced laptop processors. So it's not a slouch. It's not a Ryzen 7. It's not a Ryzen 9. It's not a Threadripper. But it's also not an i3. It's also not a Ryzen 3. It's a good right in the middle processor, especially for the price you're paying, $599.99. That's under $600 for a full rounded laptop that does pretty much everything you need, from content creation, productivity, to casual entertainment like mild games or web browsing or Netflix or watching movies on YouTube. So you can check out some of the similar products. For example, if you want to, you can get a Chromebook, and I wouldn't recommend a Chromebook simply because a Chromebook, you're limited to Chrome OS, and you got a really weak processor, i3, you got just basically just the operating system alone. I would say no to Chrome OS unless there's particular reason. But number one bestseller, $599.99. There's a reason why this laptop gets a lot of good ranks. It does a lot for the price, and it's compact, it's portable, it's got the touchscreen, it's got different modes, it's got 256GB SSD, it's got 16GB memory built in, you got Windows 10, you got wireless, you got Wi-Fi, you got Bluetooth. it's a real well-rounded package, right? You can obviously go for something more expensive, like the Acer Spin 3 convertible laptop, but now you're paying $800 for a same amount of RAM. You get a little bit faster processor, you get a little bit bigger disk space. Now if you want to, that makes sense too. But for the price, this is really a sweet spot. Let me jump over to this side so you guys can see. This is really the sweet spot. $599 for all these features. It's under $600. It's a real good laptop that you can travel with, and because it's so inexpensive, you can almost lose it or break it while you're traveling, and you won't feel too bad because it's only $600. Versus if you were bringing a $1,200 laptop, a $2,000 laptop, a $2,500 laptop, maybe a $3,000 laptop, or for myself, if I'm bringing my Dell Precision 5540, which is $4,000 laptop, I would be really paranoid leaving it in the hotel room or bringing it out to the beach where it potentially can get some sand in it. So there's nice luxury about having something that is cheap and works well. You know that feeling where you don't really care about it, but at the same time, it's always there, functioning the way you want it. You can drop it, you can scratch it, you can give it to your kids, you can get food on it, fingerprints on it, because you know in a year, if you want to, you can replace it. But I'm not saying this one will only last you a year. It's good. This will last you quite a bit of time. I've bought Lenovo Flex for my nieces and nephews before, and they love it. So here's the product description right from Amazon's webpage, right? Accessorize your life with the Lenovo Flex 5 14-inch 2-in-1 laptop. Ultra thin, lightweight, ultra portable. The Flex 5 weighs in at just 3.64 pounds, and it's less than 1 inch thick when it's closed. It's slim, stylish, and proudly powered by the AMD Ryzen 5 4500U mobile processor with Radeon graphics. Whoa, we just hit 50 thumbs down. Holy cow, we better wrap this video up soon because like I say, when we get to 100 thumbs down, I'm shutting this video down. If we get to 100, that means this video, no more. I'm stopping. I can tolerate some thumbs down because I know this is not the best laptop you can get, although it's still a very good deal for $599.99. I mean, you're getting a laptop that's 14-inch display, touch display. It's got different tent modes, it's got tablet mode, it's got a digital pen included, it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, it's got 256 gigabyte SSD, it's got a 10-hour battery life, it's compact, it's got thin bezels, it's slick, it's well designed, it looks good for $599.99. I still don't understand why there's 50 thumbs down in this video, but if there are 50 thumbs down, I would love to hear in the comments why you guys think this is worth a thumbs down. This is a really good laptop for the price. So now, going back to this statement, you can carry this touchscreen laptop with you everywhere, and it includes a digital pen. The Flex 5 is designed for excellent all-around performance, graphics, and productivity, whether you're enjoying entertainment at home, working in the office, and studying at school. And note, I'll be fully transparent that you don't want to use this laptop outdoors because that's where it's kind of weak, and unfortunately it doesn't have a very bright display. Because of the dim display, if you use it outdoor, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time seeing the screen. So clear, transparent fact there. So if you plan to use a laptop outdoor, this is not the one for you. But if you plan to use it indoor, this is more than perfect for $599.99. We're at 54 thumbs down right now. If we can get to 59 thumbs down, that'll be almost perfect because the price of the laptop is $599.99, right? So that'd be kind of funny because 59, 599.99, yeah, whatever. Anyway, you gotta keep your ideas flowing, and you can do that with this laptop anywhere and anytime. The 360-degree hinge lets you quickly and easily turn your laptop screen into a tablet for more intuitive interaction, letting you easily write with the included digital pen. Set your 2-in-1 laptop in tent mode for sharing with friends or coworkers, like in the tent mode, because once it's in tent mode, I can't even illustrate it, but in tent mode, it stands upright and your coworkers and everyone can see, friends and family. Or you can put the laptop in stand mode for when you're binge watching your favorite streaming shows. With the narrow bezels on all 4 sides, you'll enjoy more viewing angles and less clutter on a full high definition 1920 by 1080 IPS panel with 2x2 watt speaker with Dolby audio. So you got good audio, good screen as well. Again, the screen isn't very bright, but this is a good screen. It's got the IPS panel. That's in-plane switching, which means that if you're viewing at different angles, the laptop screen will not get dimmer because you're at an offset angle, as with some cheaper screens like I can't remember the name of the cheaper version of IPS right now. But anyway, this is a premium panel. It's just that the backlight isn't very bright, which is fine if you're using it indoor in a coffee shop or in your home, but don't plan on using this outside on a sunny day because you will be disappointed, my friends. This display isn't very bright. Now, let's go on to some other great features that's included. That includes the physical shutter button, privacy shutter. Includes the physical privacy shutter on the HD 720p camera with fixed focus CMOS 2x2 Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is a mouthful. So right here, we're talking about the physical privacy shutter. So on the webcam, when you're not using it, you can see the webcam actually physically closing with a physical shutter in front of the camera. So you know that nobody can hack your laptop and see what you're doing when you don't want them to. So you know when your webcam is off and closed. It's a 720p camera, which is not the super high 1080p that I would like, but 720p is actually what you get in a lot of laptops today. Even with like, for example, the MacBook Pro. I think the MacBook Pro, the webcam is still 720p. I can't look at the specs for now because it's not easy to find, but even in my $4,000 Dell Precision 5540, $4,000 laptop still got a 720p webcam. So don't be discouraged by the 720p webcam on this Dell, but in this $599 Lenovo Flex 5 laptop, because 720p is a really good camera for basic Skype, Zoom, video chat. You can do quite a bit with 720p. It's got good focus, it's got the CMOS sensor, it's autofocus, so you don't have to worry about, it's fixed focus, so you don't have to worry about getting in and out of focus. It's always good, especially if you're a normal distance from a laptop. You have Wi-Fi 5, which is the same as the 802.11ac standards. You got Bluetooth 4.2 connectivity options. You got 2 USB-A, 1 USB-C, and an HDMI port. People that always says, no HDMI port, no deal. Well, hey, guess what? This has an HDMI output port and a USB-C port and 2 USB-A port. So you can probably use a USB docking station to get even more display output ports, or you can just use the HDMI output for one monitor. It's all you need. You'll also enjoy 10 hours of battery life. That's a lot of battery life. There's an asterisk here, so we'll read the asterisk in a bit. But also, if you need to quickly charge your laptop, you can go from 0 to 80% power in just 1 hour. That's pretty fast. The 65 watt adapter is sweet, and that's a USB charging adapter. So keep that in mind. If you want to, you can bring this one adapter, and if you have like a Samsung phone or other types of phones that use USB-C, oh hey, Pixel Stabbers, thanks. Great video, awesome host. Appreciate it, man. Give me a thumbs up. I need a thumbs up. I don't know why, but there's 54 thumbs down in this video. Jeez, people really don't like this laptop. I tell people, yes, it's not the perfect laptop, and I tell them, sure, it has some disadvantage like a dim screen and doesn't have super robust build quality. Woo, I got a thumbs up. Yes, 1 thumbs up. We still got 54 thumbs down. We're battling here. We're fighting an uphill battle. We'll get there. But guys, for $599.99, you get a really good laptop. You get a 14-inch touchscreen display, 1080p IPS panel. You get different modes, a laptop mode, a tent mode, a stand mode, even a tablet mode. You get a Ryzen 5 chip. You get 16GB DDR RAM built in, 256GB SSD, Windows 10, digital pen. You're getting quite a bit for $599.99. That's under $600, and remember, you're buying this from Amazon, link down below. So if you ever need to return this laptop within 30 days, they'll take care of you. So try it out, see if you like it. I guarantee you'll love it for the price. It's not the best laptop, but for the price, guys, $599.99. You can give this to your your kids, young ones, little babies to watch Netflix on if you wanted to, or people going through high school, even college, right? Where they just need a laptop to take notes, to do basic content creation, basic word processing, a little bit of web browsing, some YouTube, some Netflix, even some light gaming. So you can do like Fortnite on this thing, probably at 30 or 40 frames per second, but it can still do all that for $599.99, guys. That is quite the deal. I think this video deserves like 54 thumbs up or something. So I'm praying for a miracle that some angel will come and just give me a bunch of thumbs up, but maybe that won't happen. I've been visited by the devil today. I got 54 thumbs down. I can't believe it. It's like the most thumbs down I've ever had in any video, but nonetheless, I'm still going. I told people I'm gonna keep talking about this laptop until I get 100 thumbs down because it's quite a good laptop. Now, we're talking about the 10-hour battery claim earlier, right? It says 10 hours, and a lot of manufacturers like to overshoot that because it sounds better if they can claim 10 hours, and they'll overshoot and say, well, 10 hours if you just leave your laptop on in the lowest brightness, doing nothing but word processing with the internet off. That would be extreme, right? But what they're saying is 10-hour battery life is all battery life claims are approximate and based on the result using Mobile Mark 2014 battery life benchmark test. Actual battery life will vary and depends on many factors such as product configurations, usage, software usage, wireless functionality, power management settings, and screen brightness. The maximum capacity of the battery will decrease with time and use, of course, right? Because with any lithium-ion battery, after you charge, discharge, charge, discharge, over time it will lose its ability to maintain the maximum capacity. But that doesn't mean it's gonna drop to like 5-hour battery life. It will stay 10 hours, 9 hours, 8 hours. It will stay pretty well. By the time it gets to like 5-hour battery life or maybe 2-hour battery life, it's gonna be like a 10-year-old laptop. So don't worry about the battery life degrading. Just realize that the 10-hour battery life is a good conservative benchmark. And based on the reviews I've read, people have been getting close to the 10-hour battery life mark if they balance the use of normal web browsing, normal word processing, normal content creation, a little bit of game, a little bit of video editing, light stuff, right? Then you can get 10-hour battery life. And don't forget, if you need to charge this, the included 65-watt Usb-C charger can charge this laptop from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour. That's good, man. 80% of 10 hours, that means you get 8 hours of battery life in just 1 hour of charge. That's quite the deal. Like, that's such a good trade-off. For 1 hour of charging, you're gonna get 8 hours of battery life. That's a deal. That's a deal. I wish I could get a deal like that for my life. I'll trade one year of my life for 8 years more of my life. Of course, you can't get that. So let's take a look at some of the questions and answer here, right? Because people have questions. It's a new product. Also, that is why we're doing this video today, because even though it's a normal price of $599, this thing is gonna sell out fast. Every time Lenovo puts out a laptop like this, it gets sold out pretty quick. Last year, same thing happened. Christmas, I was able to get one for my niece and nephew. They loved it. It's a very good value for the money, especially for students or kids. Fantastic value, really, really good value. So let's continue on down, look at some of the questions we got here. So, does this model come with the stylus? Yes, the answer says, I just bought this and it came with the stylus in the box. Yes, the digital pen is included. They received it and they're all getting the stylus. Now, there's an active pen that they're interested about, and that's sold separately. But the digital stylus, the digital pen, this one, is included. And that's great for just writing and taking notes on the screen. Now, if you want something that has like pressure sensitivity, or more features, you might have to pay extra for that. I don't know the details of that, but there is a digital pen included with the $599.99 price. Now, does the included memory run in dual channel mode? Yes, it does, because the 16 gigabyte of DDR4 that's installed, that's soldered on, there's actually 2 SIMs on it, and they do run in dual channel memory mode. And if you don't really know what that is, don't worry, it just means you're maximizing the architecture of the motherboard to get the fastest speed you can get with the memory included. Now, Someone asked, what is the memory speed? Is it 2600, 3200, maybe 3000, or maybe 36 megahertz? What is it? So also, what is the speed and form factor of the SSD? Is it NVMe? Is it a SATA drive? Is it PCIe 3? Is it a 4th gen M2 or 2.5 inch? So the representative from Lenovo says, for this Lenovo Flex 5 14-inch model, it ships with 16 gigabyte of 3200 megahertz RAM soldered onto a motherboard, and it ships with a 256 gigabyte M2 NVMe solid state hard drive. That is solid information from the representative from the Lenovo, so I would take that as fact. Alright, does it come with stylus? Yes. The Lenovo rep is wrong. Mine came with a pen. I think there's a distinction between a pen and a stylus. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it does come with digital pen. That's good for writing and taking notes on this laptop. Some people are taking some screenshots for performance. They're looking at the read and writes of the chip, SSD, the single core and multi-core processor. Yes, I love this review up here. They say, amazing laptop, especially at the $6,000 asking price. Lee, you are a star. I love that you were helping to answer questions up here, and I love that you're writing a detailed review. I hope that you don't mind. I'm going to read your review and share it with my viewers because I think your review is good. I read this review to make sure it was a good laptop before I made this video. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't making a video on a laptop that wasn't good. So let me read Lee's incredible review here. So Lee said, amazing laptop, especially at the $600 asking price. After passing off last year's model to my brother, and last year's model had a 3500U Flex 14-inch, so a slightly slower processor, Lee got this as soon as he saw it posted on Reddit, and thankfully he did, since it was sold out within an hour or two and has been since. And guess what, guys? It just came back in stock, so it's been sold out. That's why I'm making this video right now, because it's finally back in stock and it's gonna sell out again. People, especially with this current health situation where everybody's staying at home and all the family members that used to be sharing laptops realize, well, I need my laptop for work and I need my laptop for gaming. I need my laptop to be online. Everyone needs their laptop because they're all cooped up in the house. Well, this is a perfect laptop you can buy without breaking the bank because it's under $600 and it does quite all you need for a laptop. It's not the top of the line laptop, but given the specs, it does really well, right? That's why Lee gave it a 5-star. He's not giving it a 5-star because it's the fastest laptop. He's giving it the 5-star because it's a great balance for what you get and what you're paying for. So here's the breakdown. You get the Ryzen 5 4500U, you get the Radeon Vega 6 graphics, you get 16 gigabyte of DDR4 3200 megahertz dual channel RAM. That's perfectly fine with me that is soldered on the board, but there's plenty of RAM. You get the 256 gigabyte NVMe SSD. You get the 1080p ISP touchscreen with the digitizer. Pen is included as well. The build quality, as Lee said, is about as good as you can get without moving to all metal. The keyboard deck is rubberized and the outside is built solidly with no creaking. That's good because creaking is a sign of a cheap laptop, and I've seen them, and I'm sure you guys have used laptops that creak when you move the hinge. They're cringy. They make noise. They're a sign of cheapness. This laptop is built solid and it doesn't have hinge. Even though it doesn't have the all metal build, it's still a very good laptop. Lee continues on saying the hinge is strong, but it opens up almost all the way with just one hand tilt towards you to the end. The overall design is darn near similar to last year's model, but built a little bit more premium, he says. One exhaust fan in the back instead of two, but like he said, you'll see later in his review, it doesn't really need two. So he's gonna focus on the CPU performance right now. So as benchmarks for this flavor of the Vega 6 are all over the place already, and thermals that he saw should be what they are found elsewhere. Long story short, it's roughly 10% faster than the last year's 3500U Vega 8 model, and it uses less power. So this one uses 15 watt power versus 25 watt of power, but it performs better. And the thermals are fine because even though you got one vent instead of two vent, you got something that's more efficient. It's using less wattage, 15 watt versus 25 watts. So therefore, it doesn't need to dissipate as much heat. And therefore, you only need one vent for the exhaust, and it does fine. That's the thing with newer technology. As things are faster, they're also more efficiently designed, so they don't use as much power. Therefore, they won't get as hot. So the benchmarks that Lee included, they definitely speak for themselves. And you can look at some of the pictures in detail of his benchmarks. But he was very surprised at what this thing is capable of. It ran on the included USB-C wall charger, which was surprising that they included the USB-C wall charger, given the fact that there was a barrel jack for power already. So if you guys don't know, a lot of laptops have this barrel jack, which is proprietary to that laptop only. So that AC adapter is great for that laptop, but you can't use it for anything else. So this laptop has a barrel jack adapter, but the included charger was a USB-C charger, which is great because then that means you can use that USB-C charger to charge other laptops or other USB-C devices, whether it's a battery pack, whether it's a camera, or whether it's another laptop or a cell phone. That USB-C charger can be used for that too. So it's great. Now, benchmarks, so it's got the included charger and it's USB-C. I love that. Even my Precision 5540 laptop, which is like a $4,000 laptop, came with the barrel charger, even though you can buy a USB-C charger for a laptop. Blows my mind. And this $599.99 laptop, under $600 laptop, comes with a USB-C wall charger so you can charge the laptop. Remember, 10 hours of battery life is great. And if you ever are down to zero battery life, going from 0 to 80% takes only 1 hour of charging. That's pretty impressive. So the other thing to keep in mind is that when he was doing the test, he was at a room with decent temperatures, and he noticed the fan does get a little bit loud, but not too loud, and it's not whiny at all. And that's another thing that I'm very concerned about, because some fans are just like, they have an annoying pitch to it, and some fans are a little bit of a nice white noise hum, and I much prefer the white noise hum because it's just, you forget about it after a while. If you go to a perfectly silent room and you turn it on, you'll hear it, but after a few minutes, it's just part of the ambient and it doesn't annoy you. But if you have something that whines and is annoying, then that's a no-no. And this fan is good. It doesn't get too loud and it's not whiny. He also goes and reviews the 720p camera. He says the camera is capable, but it's nothing to write home about. But it'll work well enough for video calls, and the battery is excellent for browsing and web and watching videos. And he's constantly being draining 10% per hour of use, which is great because, again, this is the review I was referring to when I said the 10-hour battery life that Lenovo claims is spot on, because it takes about 10% to drain about an hour of use. So that would be about 10 hours. Of course, it's not a linear graph. As you go towards the lower end, it might deplete a little bit faster, but more or less, give or take. And basically, battery life comes down to how many apps you're running, what apps they are, what the screen brightness, and if you have Wi-Fi on, all the little details. But just know it's got a good battery life. Good battery life. And he says, honestly, I could think of only 3 things that would make this a better laptop, but all of them would definitely drive the price higher and bump it up a tier. Again, he would say, well, if it had 120 Hz FreeSync display, that'd be great. Or if it had a faster Ryzen processor to have more threads, that'd be great. And if it had metal construction. Yes, I agree, all those would be great. And if you do all those, you'll probably be charging probably $400 more for this laptop. And that's not what this laptop aims to be. This laptop aims to be a very good value for the price. And it does deliver for that. So he also says he might look to upgrade the storage, and that's possible too. And Lee, you totally deserve it. Lee got 157 thumbs up on this review, and if you guys are reading this review, make sure, I can't click helpful because I'm not signed into Amazon right now, but I will definitely click this as helpful. If you guys find this video helpful to you, go and give Lee a helpful click on his video too, on his review too, because he definitely deserves it. That review was the main review that made me decide I should make a video about this so you guys know how great this laptop is for basic functionality, for intermediate functionality, given the price of under $600. Really good. So here's another review that's also very well respected, right? Chen said it's a solid product for the price, but for him, he says control quality is questionable. So Chen, if I may, if you don't mind, I'd love to read your review. So Lee says for under $600, there's only one thing to complain about, and that the Lenovo representative knows nothing about the product. He says, yes, it has dual channel memory at 16 gigabyte at 3200 megahertz, and it ships with the Lenovo pencil included, but the screen is only 250 nits. But I wouldn't call it a deal breaker unless you plan to use it outdoors a lot. Like I said, yeah, screen is a little bit dim. Now, plastic machine, but doesn't feel cheap. Great, yes, I love that too. It's a plastic machine because that's how to keep costs down, but at the same time, it doesn't feel cheap because it's well-designed plastic, right? Can you play Minecraft? I'm pretty sure you can, Scott. I'm pretty sure it's capable of playing Minecraft at decent resolution. I mean, it's got a modern graphics card and a good Ryzen 5 mobile processor, so it should be able to handle Minecraft just fine. Now, I haven't tested myself, but based on the requirements of Minecraft and the capability of this laptop, I'm sure they do pretty well. Now, he also says the hinge is a little loose in his taste and the touchpad is a little shaky. Yes, I would agree. The touchpad normally on any cheap laptop, or actually on any PC laptop, the touchpad isn't the best thing. So that's why when I use laptops, I tend to prefer having like my this mouse with me. This is the Logitech, what? I forgot what it is, but I just blank. But anyways, I have this with me, and if you have other mouses, it works great too because you usually don't want to use a touchpad included with any laptop. The only laptops that I use the touchpads are for the MacBooks because MacBooks have amazing laptop touchpad. In fact, do you know that the touchpad on Apple laptop is so good that they make one that you can actually use on your desktop? So this is a touchpad that I bought for my Mac, and it's the same technology that Apple uses in their laptop. So only the only touchpad that works well on a laptop, in my opinion, are the MacBook one. So yes, the touchpad on this Dell, the touchpad on this Lenovo Flex 5 isn't the best, and it's probably not a really good experience. It is kind of on the iffy side, right? And he says the hinge is a little bit loose, and I would disagree with that because I think the design of it is so that you can kind of use one hand to open the hinge, and also because the hinge turns to different modes, so you want to be able to easily change it in different orientation without too much stress. So it's kind of nice that it's a little bit loose. I wouldn't mind that as a problem. But other than those, everything fits his needs, and Chen says it's very satisfying first day of use. There's an update, audio starts randomly cutting out, all the drivers and updates are up to date, contact both Amazon, and after remote session, the problem persists. They notice that the trackpad is sticky, and overall nice product but quality control. Yes, so unfortunately, Chen probably got a defective laptop, so quality control is a problem, but if you buy it from Amazon, if you try it out and there's any problems, you can always ship it back to Amazon and get a replacement, or better yet, just buy another one and return your old one. That way, you don't have to wait without a laptop in your possession. So that's one thing that I always love about Amazon is their return policy is really, really good. Oh, we also had some comments on Amazon Live. Questions from one of our comments is, can you play Age of Empire Definitive Edition? Well, the requirements for that is Intel HD graphics 4000 or better. Yes, because this one has a Radeon Vega 6, and that would be equivalent to an Intel graphics 4000 or better. So it should be able to handle on low resolution Ages of Empires Definitive Edition. I wouldn't say it's a laptop I would buy for playing a game like that, but I would say it works. It works if you have low resolution and if you are okay with dealing with low frame rate. This wouldn't be the laptop I would buy for gaming, to be truthfully honest. It would be for very light gaming, maybe Fortnite on 30 frames or 40 frames per second with low resolution. Yes, we got a thumbs up! Whoever thumbs up the video, thank you so much. We got 2 thumbs up right now. We also have 54 thumbs down. Not because it's a bad laptop, guys. We have 54 thumbs down because people want the best laptop there is. But again, if you can't afford to pay $4,000 or $5,000 for $599.99, this is an amazing laptop. And I'll tell you, my $4,000 laptop, the Dell Precision 5540 that I have, costs $4,000, and yet it can't do some of the things this laptop does. This laptop has tent mode, this laptop has tablet mode, this laptop has included with it a digital pen. So already there are things. Yes, we got 3 thumbs up. Woohoo! Yes, you guys are rocking it. I'm so happy we got 3 thumbs up because that kind of comments to 54 thumbs down. Anyway, $599.99, fantastic laptop. You can read the specs. Check out the link down below. It's got 10 hours battery life. It's got 256GB SSD, 16GB of RAM. It's got a Ryzen 5, a really modest, in-the-middle processor that's great for gaming, light gaming, productivity, content creation. It's got a good screen. It's a touch screen. It's got a 2-in-1 mode, so you can be comfortable using it any different modes, even in tablet mode, tent mode, stand mode, or normal laptop mode. It's got the 1080p HD display with IPS technology that's in-plane switching, so whether you're at different angles, the screen doesn't get dimmer, it just stays as bright. And it's got 4 thin bezels. Now, to be fully transparent, 2 downside. The build quality isn't the top of the line because you're paying $600. And second thing, this is a big thing, the screen is dim. So it's not the brightest screen out there. So even inside, you'll notice it's a little bit dimmer than normal laptops. So you'll have to get used to it. But once you get used to it, you're fine when it's indoor. Now, Scott asked, have you already posted a link, or should we just be searching for Amazon? Oh, there should be a link. Let me make sure I update the link right now. Sorry about that, and thank you for letting me know. In fact, if you are looking forward to buying this, Scott, do me a favor and click on the Amazon Live video. I'll post it right below the link right now. And then once you go there and you purchase it from the Amazon Live video, that helps me out a lot, and I would totally appreciate that because at no cost. Yes, affiliate link. Thank you for mentioning that. So there's 2 ways I get affiliate link. Right now, I'm trying to get some Amazon Live time. So if you click on the link via the link to the Amazon Live video and click on that video and the product under that video, then it helps me with the affiliate link on the Amazon Live portion. And also I'll post a link for just affiliate as well. So give me one moment. Please be on hold while I update the video description to add that, and I'll put it right in the bottom right here of the video, and I will add it. Thank you so much, Scott, for mentioning this. I totally forgot. I'll put it as the first line here. That's the link there. And let me also click on the product so then I can give you the affiliate link. Yes, definitely appreciate you reminding me for both of these. I'm updating the video right now. Just give me another moment or so. Perfect, I got those 2 links. I'll save it to the video. So now if you go to the video, you should see that updated. Let me also go to the actual video itself. Let me see if I can update that. Oh, here it is. Whoa, there it is. Let me see. You should see the video description update now. So if you click refresh, you should see it. And let me also put it in the chat too. So let me open up the chat. So here are the links. So probably the first link. Yep, so the first link, that link will take you to the Amazon Live video. Just go ahead and go there and then click on the product from that video, because that helps me right now a lot. I really appreciate it, because what that does is it helps me get to the next level on the Amazon Live influencer sales tier. So much appreciated. Scott, I really love your participation, love your questions, love your enthusiasm for this channel. Much appreciated, Scott. And we also got some questions on Amazon Live. Yes, we got another purchase it. He says he ordered it just now listening to me. Thanks, and would serve a personal use and okay with Age of Empires with low frame rate. Yeah, great, man. I'm really happy. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you, I apologize. Yeah, that's great. I'm really happy that you decided to purchase a laptop. And again, if it doesn't do what you want, don't forget, Amazon is really good with return policy. So you can return it to Amazon within 30 days and get a full refund. You should be really happy with the laptop, especially if you listen to everything I said and you're happy with the specs. For the price, you're going to be really happy with the laptop. I'm really happy that you bought it. I'm really happy that I was able to influence you because I think you're going to find a lot of value out of this laptop. In fact, when you buy something that's affordable like this, you get more satisfaction out of it because number one, you have money to spend on other things because you're not blowing a ton of cash on this one item. Plus, if you use it and you get a lot of value out of it, you feel that it's even more valuable because you only spent $600 on it. And last but not least, just in case it gets damaged, lost, or stolen, you don't feel so bad because again, it was only $600, right? So congratulations on your purchase. I'm very happy to hear that you purchased it based on the review here, and good luck, enjoy it. I hope you get the perfect laptop for your perfect experience, and I hope you have lots of fun playing Ages of Empire on it. And then again, we have another question that says, how do I add my new Amazon store card to payment methods? Well, I can't help you with that, my friend, because that would be Amazon. Go ahead and contact Amazon customer support. They'll help you add the store card to payment method. It's pretty easy. Actually, I can't do it right now because I'm not logged in. But my friend, if you want to try to add your Amazon store to the payment method, just once you're logged in, go to your account, and under your account area, you will see payment methods. Let me see if I can pull up my other account. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do this for you. Hang on. Your accounts. Yes. Okay. I can show you with my Amazon Prime account. So here, check this out. Okay, so this is my actual Amazon Prime account. So, hello David, right? So what you do is to add Amazon store card as your payment method, go ahead and go here and click on your account. Once you go to your account, you want to go here and click on your payments. And once you click on your payments, that's where you're able to add your different payment methods, and you can add your Amazon store card. Yes, and Successful Ladies Live said, wow, just discovered this live feed. Yeah, thanks for checking out this video. And if you're interested in picking up a laptop, this is a really good value for the laptop that Amazon has right now. For $599.99, that's less than $600, you get a very capable laptop. Now we talked about a lot of the pros, and there's a few cons. I'll get right off the table. The one con is that the screen isn't very bright. So if you use it indoor, you'll be fine. You just have to get used to it a little bit because a lot of other screens these days are very bright. So the screen might appear a little bit dim in the first use of it, but as you use it, you'll get used to it and it'll be totally fine indoors. Now if you use this laptop outdoors, it's not going to be good. To be honest, outdoors it won't be that great. So if you use it outdoors, it's not the laptop for you. Also, build quality isn't the best, but also you're only paying $600, less than $600 for a laptop. So just that's out of the way. That's the only disadvantage. Slightly lower build quality and a dimmer screen. If you use it outside, it won't work. But the good thing is it's a 14-inch display. It's a touch screen, and it's got high definition 1080p resolution. It's an IPS-C sensor, which means that if you look at it at different angles, you won't notice like it drop down in brightness. So it's got a really good screen. Although it's not super bright, the screen is good in that at different angles, the brightness doesn't change, and that's very important. It's got the 80M Ryzen 5 processor. So this processor is not the best, but it's not the worst. So it's right in the middle, and it's perfect for the value, right? It's good enough for you to be able to do productivity work, some gaming, some content creation, and you'll have a great time doing it because it's not sweating when it does that, especially if you're not really pushing it. Now, if you're playing a high intensity, high action, high graphics resolution game, then yes, this is not the laptop for you. Or if you're doing like intense video editing, this is not the laptop for you. But if you're doing light stuff and you're doing decent amount of light gaming, light video editing, you should be totally fine. Like I said, this is right between the performance of like a 13-inch MacBook Pro, which you're probably going to be spending like $1,200 for, and it's much better than the MacBook Air. Plus, now this thing is a tablet. You can flip it out and it can be a tablet. It includes a digital pen, so you can write notes, take notes, and do other things with it. So it's much more than a Mac can ever be in that it can actually be a tablet, it can actually be a tent, and it includes the pen with the laptop for the price of $599.99, less than $600. So great deal, fantastic deal for the value. If you understand the specs, if you understand the limitation of the slightly dimmer screen and the slightly subpar build, you'll be happy. And don't forget, you also get 10-hour battery life, and the included charger can charge the battery from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour. It's fast. And the included charger happens to be a USB-C charger too. So if you want to use that same charger to charge your phone, for example, that has a USB-C port, you can do it as well. Or a camera or another laptop. It's kind of nice that they included a USB-C charger with this laptop. So it's a fantastic laptop. Yeah, so thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the questions. Love the participation, especially from Scott, especially from Successful Ladies, and from Gutam, who also purchased the laptop based on listening to this review. You guys all really made my day. And the question about the Amazon store card, I hope that I was able to help you guys add the Amazon store card to your Amazon account and be able to make the purchase. So if there's any more question, let me know in the comments on the YouTube channel or the comments on Amazon Live. I'm gonna stick around for another minute or two. And if there's no question, I will wrap up and let you guys purchase a laptop. Have yourself a great time with the laptop, and if you have any problems, don't forget Amazon is great with the return policy. You have 30 days. Return it to Amazon, no questions asked, even if you use the laptop. That's why Amazon has a return policy. If you feel you're not getting the value out of what you buy, return it to Amazon, because that's why they have good customer service. They're willing to take the loss of accepting your return because they want you 100% happy. And I want you to be 100% happy, which is why I'm sharing this amazing deal for you guys. It doesn't say it's marked down or discounted because this is the normal price, and because it's a normal price, a lot of people love it. It's not like you're trying to get the best deal, you're getting a very, very good deal. And this price doesn't stay here for very long. In fact, it's always this price, but the stock goes out. This thing gets sold out very fast. It just came back in stock these last few days, and that's why I'm making this video. In fact, one of the reviewers that was writing the review earlier, his name is Lee, and he said, yes, as soon as he saw this posted on Reddit, he bought it right away, and he was really happy he did because it was sold out within an hour or two, and it's been sold out since. Only today and yesterday it came back in stock, which is why I'm making this video, because if you want it, grab it. This is the time to get it, and think later. Like, buy it, see how you like it. If you don't like it, return it, because if you think now, it might not be available later, because this thing will sell out fast. And it only has 99 reviews, not because not a lot of people are reviewing it, it's just because it's also very new to, it just got released, it's a new product. So keep that in mind, and reviews are very solid for what they are. It's not the best laptop, but for the price, you're getting a fantastic, fantastic laptop. Well, I've already stayed my welcome time. I appreciate all the comments and feedback. Thanks for all the thumbs up, and also for some of the thumbs down on YouTube too. I don't mind the comedy that some people thumbs down this, just because they think it's not the best laptop. But again, for the value, $599.99, it is an amazing value. With that, I thank everyone for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This is a great laptop for $599.99. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you watching on Amazon Live, feel free to jump over to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/utechpia and leave a comment there, because I'll be able to answer those comments a lot easier. And have a great day, have a great night wherever you are, if it's nighttime, if it's daytime. Have a great rest of your waking time, and stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, adios, goodbye. Signing out, and signing out in 3, 2, 1. See you guys.